and I saw it. I was 20 feet away. I saw a unicorn in the wild. I almost died. Midwest Picker here. I'm going to try something different. This is estate sale part 2. The first estate sale last weekend was a bust. Watch the old video if you want. It doesn't get a lot of views. Kind of a boring video, but it's kind of a funny video too. So I'm going to try the selfie stick because when I mount my cell phone to the windshield, it has this weird audio. Kind of makes this weird sound, like a buzzing sound or a humming sound. So I got the selfie stick. Got little Midwest here with me, eating her snacks. Got my snacks. There is an estate sale in Rockford, Michigan. We're gonna try that. The pictures online looked pretty good. It's 66 degrees. It's drizzly, not really rainy, but gloomy. You know, rainy days and M16s really get me down. That's a shout out to Karen Carpenter. If you don't, I got a pedestrian in the middle of the road. If you don't know Karen Carpenter, look her up on YouTube. Rainy Days and Mondays, something like that. Whatever genre of music you like, you have to appreciate her voice. She's got a fantastic singing voice. I grew up as a kid listening to her on the radio, even though I preferred, you know, classic rock or rock. I still listen to her when my friends weren't around because she has such a good voice. So look her up. But yeah, I'm not gonna let this rainy day get us down. Even if the estate sale is a bust, I'm not gonna let it get me down. Shout out too to everybody who participated in my live video last night. Thank you very much. I had about, I don't know, 17 people at one time. We did some Midwest Picker trivia, gave away some prizes. It was a good time. I think I'm gonna do that every time I go live. I'm gonna do trivia and give away prizes. Last night I gave away 4. As the prizes start to dwindle, I'll have to, you know, cut it down to maybe 2 per live. But we are going to get on the road. I'm going to pay attention to what I'm doing. Not get hit by this semi-truck. We're going to check out this estate sale, and then on the way home, what we typically do is we hit garage sales on the way home. I'm going to do an audio test. I'm going to crack my window open and see what that does to the sound. If you guys can hear, or I can hear the road noise and it's too noisy, I'll just edit that part out of the video. But yeah, got our snacks, got our cash. I don't know if I'm going to shoot any video inside the estate sale. I can hear a lot of road noise. I don't know if I'm going to shoot any video in the estate sale. I'll try my best. The best estate sales are when you're like one of 3 people there. I did go to an estate sale last year and there was only like 3 or 4 people in there. I had the pick of the place. I love those. But I think because of the public health emergency and people being cooped up at home, now that we can go to estate sales and wear a mask, people are coming out in droves. I mean, literally, what would you say the last estate sale had? Maybe 50, 60 people?
Oh, yeah.
It was packed. It was crazy. They didn't used to be like that in West Michigan, but now they are because people want to get out. So, oh, I gotta watch my speed too. How about I turn on the cruise? There we go. Car's gonna yell at me probably because I'm going too fast. This car is so high tech. It'll tell you if you're going too fast, if you're braking too hard, or you're accelerating too hard. On the right side of my dashboard, it has a report card on your driving. I don't know about that. Maybe I should disable that. So next video you see will probably be us walking around the estate sale. All right, well, that estate sale was a bust. It is kind of drizzling, raining outside. This particular company only allows a certain number of people inside, and there was a long line to get inside to this estate sale. People waiting in line in the rain. So me and Little Midwest made a corporate on-the-fly executive decision. We're not going to that estate sale. The pictures were okay. A lot of furniture, a lot of stuff we don't buy. So we decided, since we're halfway to our secret honey hole thrift store, we're just gonna go there instead. So next up might be some secret video of our secret thrift store. But this estate sale was a no-go, which is fine because I am not waiting in line to get into any estate sale.
All right, I had to record narration for this. Is like a tiki bottle. I don't know. Anything tiki sells good, but that just kind of looked like junk, so I put it back. They're playing some loud, obnoxious music, so I had to do narration. I think narration works better though. Some of this is like Pier 1 stuff, just junk. I thought that might be glowy glass, that's why I picked it up, but it turns out it's not. I think I check it later with my flashlight. Just checking these items just to see if there's anything interesting, anything valuable. Nothing so far. So I did put that down, but I check it later. Um, yeah, pretty cool stuff, but nothing that you can really flip very well. And yeah, this is kind of old, but there's no markings on the bottom. It's just plain, which is not cool. No markings. You can't really list it and research it very well at all. Um, just oh yeah, some ash. I thought that was an ashtray. It looks too new, so maybe it's not. But a lot of knick-knacky stuff. You just kind of gotta watch. Sometimes you'll find uranium glass. Sometimes you'll find a Hummel. Um, Foreign stuff is good, if it's made in Italy or Netherlands or Germany. Sometimes people collect that stuff. This all looks pretty mass-produced so far. Um, I thought I saw something down there, but no, I passed on it. Super fragile too. I'm just not cool about shipping that. So I looked at the coffee cups. Thought this was that's kind of old right there. That's a 70s cup. This is like a go for it. I've seen this like in every thrift store I ever go to. So I just passed on that. And yeah, Mr. Wright. I don't know why there's so many of them there. Probably a wedding reception gag gift or something. I don't know. See a lot of wedding reception stuff. This is a huge beer stein. I've never seen a solid blue one before. But yeah, I just passed on it because it's ginormous and probably not worth much. Now this I did end up buying. This is a Guinness Pint. It's got the embossed harp on the back of it, which I'll show later. Pretty cool. I didn't look it up though. I just took a gamble. It was so cheap. I didn't even bother looking up comps on that. Um, that's kind of cool, but it's got some damage there on the rim. And let's see. Yeah, that I thought was Noritake. I don't think it is. Put it back. And then they tape all this stuff. So teacups and saucers, they tape the whole thing up and you can't see the maker. And some of them are very, very heavy. I'm worried about dropping this thing. I took a peek at the maker and I'm like, no, I don't want that. I'm trying to hold my cell phone and make video at the same time. And yeah, not easy to do when it's all taped. And when you have like dinner plates and salad plates, like 38 pieces all taped up, that thing weighs like 20 pounds. So I was getting some looks from some old ladies because I had to pick it up and look at the bottom. So yeah, that's just modern stuff. Yeah, this one right here, super heavy. I think I paused the video and then I picked it up and then I started the video up again, I think. I thought that was Fiesta ware, this burnt orange looking thing. Um, it's not, so I didn't buy it. It's not bad. I just didn't recognize the name, so I just let it go. Yeah, more taped plates. You got to be a bodybuilder to lift those up. Teacups, coffee cups, not bad. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I think it's Noritake. I don't know, but it is huge. Yeah, so I paused the camera and picked it up, put it back down, and then restart. Now this is pewter. I have one of these in my eBay store, a different pattern and design, but I know the company now. I did research on it. And it's not necessarily pewter, it's their own metal. It's kind of like an aluminum alloy. Um, if you look in my eBay store, I have one that's a 1776, bicentennial patriotic drummer. It's a big metal plate. Um, and I put in the listing what the name of the metal is, which I can't remember what it is. Those plates look cool, but they're just not worth anything. So here's my haul so far. So I'm checking out this glass. kind of looks glowy, but it's really not. That's just a reflection from the flashlight because it's so bright. So back on the shelf you go. Does not technically glow. There's a good look at my flashlight. Nice small flashlight. It's about 3 inches. I hide it in my pocket. Take it with me everywhere I go. Works great. I hate not buying something because I forgot my flashlight. This, I didn't know what that was. It's huge, but it didn't have a maker's mark, so I had to let it go. These pans, I was looking to see if it was Winnie the Pooh or Disney. It wasn't, just a generic rabbit. Looking at not, oh yes, I did buy this. Pampered Chef I usually skip on, but this was like a little wooden table, new in the box. I did look up comps and it does sell pretty good. So I did grab that. There, I put the UPC up so I can scan it. This is my honey hole thrift store. This is the man cave section of the thrift store. So I'm just looking at new in the package items, even if I don't know what the heck they are. This one was $7.63. That's a weird price, so there's no meat on the bone. That said, some kind of shower filter. I don't know. Nothing like Delta or some big name, just some generic thing made in China, so I just passed on that. They do have a lot of stuff new in the box, which is pretty cool. Oil filters for cars and water filters. These are, a quarter a piece. There's nothing there. Those are super cheap. I'm trying to avoid buying super inexpensive items. I like trying to get the better valued items. I didn't know what these were. It was all printed in like Chinese or Japanese. Not one English word on there. I thought that was odd. It's kind of like a cloth mask for your face, like a sleep mask. I don't know. They had three of them, so I thought, why not? Maybe I'll buy them. But then I thought, they're going to be hard to sell. This is like a backup battery to start your car. It says brand new, 15 bucks. They really do have high prices on some of the cool stuff. This I passed on. It's a clearance item. It's a road map something or other. I thought it's weird. So, roads and highways change so fast that this is probably outdated technology and it would never sell. Some more of these weird cloth things. At first I picked them up and then I put them back. I don't want to mess with it. Hard to research too. And yeah, there's some more there. I thought I had a good score, but then I thought, you know what? I ended up putting them back. So here's some medical supplies, which I'll talk about later. These are trach ties. If you have a tracheostomy tube, these are ties that go around your neck. Some stoma supplies, which I'll talk about in more detail. Prices were decent. Normally, stoma supplies, they have them overpriced. Halogen bulbs, very, very expensive. I picked these up for 25 cents, so I'll do well on those. And just taking a look at the, yeah, stoma powder for a buck. Not bad. Not bad at all. I got three of those. And then I got some, I think these are the wipes. It's a weird plate. I'll talk about that. And let's see, what else do I got here? This is, oh, I was too fast. I think those were the wipes. So, yeah, more man cave stuff. If it's used, if it's broken, I just avoid it. It's just not worth it. But new in the package is much easier to sell on eBay. Um, Outlet seals, yeah, that's cheap. And they used a Sharpie marker, and I'm not going to spend all day cleaning that off with alcohol just to make $2. This I did pick up. These are golf shoe cleats, only 75 cents. That's a really good price there. So I did grab those. Yeah, a lot of hoses. Any of those hoses out of the package I would never buy because they just won't sell. Tools, they have to be high quality or they're not worth my time. Faux leather banner. I don't know who buys that, so I put that back. This was like a fountain kit, make your own fountain. I don't know. I was a little confused by that, so I put that back. Not able to test it if it's sealed, and if you open it to test it, well, then it's not sealed anymore. Look for these big boxes. Sometimes you find toner cartridges. This was not a toner cartridge. It was, yeah. Hubcaps, if they're good hubcaps like a Lexus or a Toyota or Nissan, they will sell. but they're long tail. These are so inexpensive. These are some oil filters. I just don't waste my time with that because they're so cheap. This air filters can be more expensive, but I put it back because the box was kind of messed up. And they do have a leak in this building, so the ceiling was dripping all over me, which is not fun because it rained the night before, so I guess the water pooled on the roof. And I picked up these National Geographics. The condition is not perfect. I'd say it's fair, but 1920, what do you expect? And I hated the fact that they put the stickers right on the cover, but so I did pick those up. And a lot of knick-knacky things. You have to be careful. Some of this is very expensive. And they just have it sitting there. This one I didn't recognize this teacup, so I left that behind. Yeah, I don't know what that is. But every once in a while, you hit a home run and you find something very, very nice. Some of the stuff they knew exactly what they had, and they had it priced way, way high. Some cast aluminum was like $50. It was nuts. Always look for cast iron frying pans. I didn't see any there. These crock pot parts, like this crock pot there, that dark green one, I probably should have grabbed that. People do need replacements. They break them or they lose the lid or something like that.
All right, we're back in the eBay office. Yeah, not any big home runs. One kind of home run. I'll talk about that in a second. And it's the medical supplies. I'll do pretty good on those. And then at the end, I'm going to talk about the garage sale. So this is what I got. I'm going to run down what I paid for it, what I think it's going to sell for, and how it will ship. I'm also adding a new twist. I'm going to show you comps, what they actually sold for by other people. Now, a disclaimer, just because somebody sold an item that you have for $35 or $100 doesn't mean you're going to get that price, but it gives you a very accurate ballpark of what you can expect. So at the Goodwill store, I got pretty good supplies, not too bad, a couple things. First thing is this Guinness beer glass. It's a 1-pinter. I don't know if it shows up good on the camera there, but it's got like the embossed harp on the back, and it's Guinness. It's perfect condition, no chips, no cracks, no damage of any kind. I got this for $1.49. There are no solds on eBay for this exact one, but there's similar ones, and the ask price is $15.99. I'm going to list mine for $14.95 plus shipping on top. And I forgot to mention I did source a total of 10 items today. Next item is this wrench. Now I know what you're thinking, Dave, that's just a dumb wrench. Well, I went to the Goodwill, I went to the man section. I don't know why they call it that. And there was random tools in a box like screwdrivers and tape measures and all that, and I saw wrenches. So I took the time to check it out, and I found this SK wrench. Very high quality wrench. They usually don't look these things up. There's too many of them, so usually they get like a 5-gallon bucket full of hand tools and screwdrivers and drill bits and all that kind of stuff. And they just throw a price on it, and they stick it on the shelf, and they sell it just to get rid of it. My cost of goods is $1.49. The comps on this, anywhere from $10 to $15. $13 is pretty average. This one has some surface rust on it. It's not perfect. It is used, but it's in fantastic condition. It's not bad. I mean, it's tempting to keep it, but I'm not gonna. It only weighs 8 ounces, so this will easily ship first class. I'm going to list it for $9.95 plus calculated first class shipping on top. Next item is this Pampered Chef item. I think in my previous video I passed on one. I think it's because it was too big and too weird to ship. This is a nice little box. This will go in a Priority Mail small flat rate box. It's the exact size almost of a Priority Mail small flat rate box. This is a wooden stand for an apple peeler. I guess if you know Pampered Chef, there's a metal mechanical apple peeler. So it's new in the box. That's one reason I liked it. I did look up comps real quick in the store. Cost of goods for this was $1.99. Some have sold as high as $20, so I'm going to list mine for $18.95 plus Priority Mail shipping on top. So that's it for the Goodwill. All of these next items are my secret honey hole thrift store. I haven't been there in a long time, probably a month, and it shows because they got some really good stuff. They had all their glass 50% off, so I did check out a lot of glass. You saw that earlier in the video. I just wasn't finding anything that I just had to have. But I did get these spikes. These are golf shoe cleats or spikes. Cost of goods is 75 cents. Some sold on eBay, they range $13 to $17. I'm going to list these for $14.95 plus first class shipping on top. Next is a whole bunch of medical supplies. I guess the model is Adapt, but it's actually made by Hollister. If you work in the medical field, allied health, nursing, any kind of healthcare, you've heard of Hollister. These are medicated wipes for people with colostomies, and this is a 50 pack, and I did count them, and there is 50 in there. Cost of goods was $1. These sell anywhere from $16 to $20. I'm going to list mine for $15.95 plus first class shipping on top. Next is the same brand, Adapt by Hollister. This is Colostomy Powder. I'm not going to get into what it's used for, but it's just used for people that have colostomies. These in a lot of three or a lot of four go for around 17 bucks. So I'm going to list mine for three. I got 3 of these. I'm going to lot them together. I'm going to list them for $15.95 plus first class shipping on top. Next one is Adapt brand. These are the rings. They're called barrier rings. This is a box of 10. Unfortunately, there's only 7 in the box. So typically a box of 10 will go for about 25 bucks. But I have to be very careful to disclose in the title and description that there's only 7. This is an opened box. But I'll still list this for $19.95 plus first class shipping on top. And I think I forgot to mention my cost of goods for that was $1.25. Next one, I've never heard of this brand. It's Pepper Medical. I don't know if that shows up. There we go. I found 3 boxes, 2 full and 1 partial. Inside of these boxes are these little straps here. That's called a trach tie. It's just a little foam tie that goes around your neck if you have a tracheostomy, and it keeps that in place. They're worth about $2 a piece, and I got 28 of them. So sold comps for 10 of them is about 20 bucks. I paid $3 for these 3 boxes total for 28. There was 10 in each box for 2 boxes and 8 in another one. So 10, 10, and 8. I got 28 total for $3. I'm going to list them all in one giant lot for $55.95 plus first class shipping on top. Even though there's 28, they're super lightweight. They'll easily go first class. And in case you're wondering, yes, you can sell medical supplies on eBay. You can't sell anything that requires a prescription. But if you can walk into a pharmacy or a medical supply store and grab this stuff off the shelf, like everything I just showed you, then you can sell it on eBay. You don't need a prescription to buy these little, trach ties or colostomy powder. You can just go to your big box pharmacy store. You can buy that stuff right off the shelf, so you can sell it on eBay. Same thing with supplements and vitamins. As long as they're sealed and over the counter, you can sell those too. I sell them all the time, and I have some right now in my eBay store. Never got dinged, never got told I had to take it down. Next are 2 of these National Geographic magazines. They're from 1920. The condition is fair. I mean, the binding might be a little rough. There's no missing pages. One of them has a little bit of writing at the top, not bad. The ads in these are really, really cool. I'm almost tempted to photograph all the ads, but I got 2 of these. Cost of goods is $2 a piece. The solds on eBay for this year, regardless of the month, are around $10 a piece. So I got 2 of these. I'm going to lot them together for $18.95 plus first class shipping on top. This next one is a weird one. This is a decorative plate. I almost walked by it and just didn't buy it, but that's what it looks like. It's celebrating 100 years of the Republican Party, from Abe to Ike. Abraham Lincoln to Eisenhower, Dwight D. Eisenhower. So it's got all the presidents that were Republicans for 100 years. It's got this quote from a woman on the back. I checked it over really good to make sure there's no chips or cracks or dings or anything. And then it's got this company on the back who I've never heard of before. Kettle Spring Kilns, RDI, from Alliance, Ohio. That's the company that makes these plates. Well, they have a ton of them, well, not they, but people have a ton of these on eBay. Not this one, but all different ones. Apparently this company made hundreds of decorative plates to celebrate, a bunch of stuff. If you look them up on eBay, there's just a ton of them, but this exact one is not on there at all. So some of the highest solds are from $20 to $30 a piece for these. And because mine will be the only one, I'm going to start it out and list this for $39.95 plus shipping on top. If it doesn't get any movement or traction or washers or anything after about a month, then I'll start lowering the price. So now I'm in these videos, these haul videos, I'm going to do the math for you. So my total cost of goods for these 10 items was $19.95. And if everything sells for my asking price, they'll sell for $225.50. So that's not bad. $20 into $225 in gross sales. So let me tell you about this garage sale. So I went to an estate sale, which was a total bust. And then on the way home, I got out the yard sale treasure map app as I'm driving down the road, and lo and behold, there's a garage sale on the way home between the thrift stores and our house. So I thought, why not? I'll just pull over. So I go there, and they had tons of stuff, all kinds of good stuff. I thought, great, finally a good garage sale. So I go in there, and I saw it. I was 20 feet away. I saw a unicorn in the wild. I almost died. I sprinted right to this table. I'm knocking little kids out of the way. Little old ladies are starting to approach me. I'm showing them my elbow. I'm like, don't even think about it. And I run up to this table, and what do I see? I see a Sega Dreamcast game console, 2 controllers, and a stack of 10 games. But wait, it gets even better. He also had a Nintendo GameCube console, controllers, and a stack of games. There was an Xbox 360 and there was a Wii, but hey, I wanted that Sega Dreamcast, at least the games, right? So I saw the Sega Dreamcast, and I just scooped up these 10 games and went right to the little cashier table, and I said to the lady, hey, how much for these games? And she said, well, those are all my husband's, and he's selling them as a bundle. Okay, no problem. And then she said it, and I just about cried. A grown man, Midwest picker, almost cried. She points to the wall above the games, and she said, there's the price. I don't know what this guy's thinking. Full retail eBay prices, crazy. There's no way I could afford that. There's no way I would pay that. So I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know if he's a reseller, like he went to other garage sales and found this stuff and he's trying to flip it at his house. I don't know. Those prices were crazy high. I did think about it for just a second, and I thought, when am I going to see this again in the wild? A Sega Dreamcast, a Nintendo GameCube. It's hard to find those around here. I thought, man, I was tempted, but I said, no, I have to be disciplined. I can't pay that. I could pay 10, 20, 30 bucks, but no, I can't pay those prices. There's just no way. So I wiped my tears. I walked away with my tail between my legs and said, nope, no sale, and I just left. I didn't buy anything. So I was really excited for a second, and then I just wanted to die. I thought, oh my gosh, you're never going to see that again. At least I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I will. But it's very exciting. I mean, your heart skips a beat when you see a Sega Dreamcast and a pile of games. I mean, just for the fun of it, I checked comps on one of them, and 25, 30 bucks all day long just for one game, and he had 10. So basically $300 full retail in just games alone. And no, I just couldn't do it. So put down in the comments down below, would you have paid for any of those systems, even though if you resell it, your margins are really small? I mean, you spend $300, you might sell it for $350. Is it worth all the work and the fees, to make 50 bucks? For me, it's not worth it. That's just too high. So let me know down in the comments, would you have bought any of those systems that came with a stack of games for those prices? I personally did not. I'm learning to walk away from things like that. And in the videos of the thrift stores, did I miss anything? Did you see anything in the video? Any Fenton that I should go back and buy? Any vintage ashtrays? I did see a couple modern ashtrays. I don't know if there is such a thing as a modern ashtray, but that's the video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. That way you get notified every time I upload a video. No last words from Joey. No advice from Enoch. That's it. Until next time. See you guys.